All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Photography. And this week is going to be very, very different. Why do you ask? Because we will be critiquing some of your portrait photos that you sent in this week. So I want to give you all a round of applause. Yeah, it's about to go down today. And so with that said, let's get to it, shall we?
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of $3.99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.
Yes, welcome everybody. Come on, give yourself a round of applause. So proud of all of you. You know what? I think I hear a little bit of rumble in the jungle. Here we go. That's right. It's going to be going down today. And if my, I'm supposed to have a co-host today, but I do not see him on in deck yet. Let me just text him and remind him. There we go. Okay. Jeez. You know, on time means on time. You know what I mean? Come on, people. You know. Exactly. Show up on time, for heaven's sakes. All right. So before we get started, I already see a couple of comments in here. We have Fajar in the house. There we go. Yes, already sent one in. Hopefully I can make it later. Awesome. I hope you can as well. And hi, I'm very early today. Have no backlogs. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I have your photos. Here, Fajar sent me in a couple of his, so we'll be taking a look at his photos later. And I'm really excited for this because this is the first live photo critique. I plan on doing many more. And with that said, Lightroom now works with StreamYard. Let me say it again. Lightroom now works, meaning I can see all the panels in my StreamYard. Come on, let's give a round of applause for whatever happened. There we go. Thank God of technology. I have no clue how I made it work, but either way, it's working. And I'm excited about that. We got hero shots in the house. Notification gang. Come on, man. There we go. And we got Angel Mahia. There he is. Hello, Robert. There you go, brother. Well, here we go. I got you this. There we go. A-bomb for Angel Mahia. And we got Kevin in the house. There we go. That's a polite gunfire. Okay. Safety first. Now let's get back to the biz here. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead, follow me on all the socials. Okay. Facebook, Instagram. I can't even roll my tongue today. Threads. I'm on TikTok, pop locking. Well, I'm not pop locking, but I am on TikTok. And I am on X, Twitter, whatever they decide to call it tomorrow. But I'm very active on Threads and Instagram and Facebook. Okay, my Facebook page. So if you're trying to reach me, Instagram is probably your best bet, quite honestly. So you could DM me anytime if you need to set up a consultation, etc. And I do want to let you all know, okay, that if you ever need some one-on-one mentorship, I do offer mentorships. Very easy. Okay, all you got to do is head on over here. Here we go. All you got to do is go to my website, click on workshops, right? It's very easy. And look at that. Private instruction takes you right down to it, and you can set up a mentorship. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Okay. So, anywho, let's get back to the show. I also want to let you know that let me go back here. Boopity boopity boop. There we go. I have a photo walk coming up. That's right. I have a photo walk coming up, and it is, guess what? Guess what the price is, everybody? Free 99. Who would have thought? And all you have to do is head on over to my website at robertsilverphotography.com. And then when you do so, right, when you head on over there, let me show you it again. When you head on over to my website, look at that. It says sign up to my newsletter. You sign up to my newsletter, and all you got to do is put in your first, your last, and your email. Okay. And then I will be emailing everyone who already signed up the date. Well, the date is June 2nd. It's Sunday, June 2nd. It's in San Francisco, but you'll get the address and exact time, etc. Only for those who sign up to my newsletter. Otherwise, it's completely free. No. I do this for the people. Please, no need for applause. So, as I said, going over to my website, click sign up to the newsletter, and you will be notified. Okay, don't you worry about it. It'll be free, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, we're gonna be in San Francisco doing a photo walk, and this is welcome to photographers of all levels. Okay, I don't care if you have a cell phone, right, or you take pictures to memory, like your mind. I don't care if you shoot a Sony, Panasonic, Canon. I really don't care. DSLR, mirrorless, or if you just want to come and shoot video, that's cool too. All right. This is really about us all getting together, taking pics, getting out the studio, out the office, enjoy some breeze, hitting the face, right? And it's a good reason to get the gear out. All right. And since, there's safety in numbers, it doesn't hurt. And as I said, we'll be in San Francisco Sunday, June 2nd. Sign up to my newsletter. There is a link, a direct link down below in the description section. Okay. Very easy, right there. There we go. Okay. Right in the description section. Go check it out. Sign up, and you will be notified once I think I'm going to do it about within 72 hours of the photo walk. So I guess that's like the 31st or something like that, 30th or 31st of May. Okay. But don't worry. If you sign up to the newsletter, completely free. All right. I want to do something. I really just want a gang of us to enjoy photography, enjoy videography, whatever the case may be. Get together, network, and get out the house, get out the studio. We can't just be creating when it's a gig. All right. Now you already know. Smash that like, that share, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications from our upcoming content. All right. Please. The like button, as I stated earlier, is for a simple low price of free 99. Okay. It's the easiest way to support anybody's channel. If you watch a video or two from a creative, you should be smashing that like. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it's one of the best ways, aside from commenting on a video, to show the love. All right. So I would really appreciate that. And if you're absolutely ecstatic with the advice given, wait, hold on. There we go. Uh-oh. Got the stupid pinwheel going. Got the stupid Apple pinwheel going. Holy cow. I'm going to drop kick this thing one day. I tell you that. If you feel absolutely ecstatic with the support, the knowledge we're sharing, you can feel free to Cash App or PayPal directly to the channel, because Google takes 30%. That's right, 30%. So that's one way to directly benefit not only my channel, but if any other creative out there has a similar situation, it directly benefits them immediately versus Google taking 30%. So sorry, Google, you already got the money. Okay. We got some comments. Let's check that out. We have King Croc in the house. Oh, I know, Rob. Saw the fight. Awesome. Awesome. And then we have Manila Martin all the way from the Philippines. Come on now. That's crazy. Love it. I really appreciate it. And I gotta visit the Philippines. My daughter gave me permission. She's her mom's Filipino. And she told me, Dad, it's okay if you go. And because I didn't want to go before she went. Right. She has her heart set to go. And she's like, I want to go to the Philippines and whatnot. And I would feel real bad if I went and before she did. But she gave me permission. Shout out to my daughter. And we got King Crook back. Hit the likes. Rob is cooking. Come on now, people. Let me see. For the first come on. Someone tell me if you hit the like. Okay. I got this. If you hit the like, this happens. All right. Give you the Final Fantasy winning a battle sound. Okay. If you don't know Final Fantasy, well, clearly you're not a nerd and you didn't grow up in the 90s. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Fajar, quick question. How much batteries do everyone carry for a full day shoot? Let's say 10 hours. Okay. Now I'm going to assume you're. Oh, okay. Hold on. I have a Z6 with two 15C batteries and two 15 batteries. Oh, okay. That must be the A's. Okay. So here's the thing, Fajar. I'm gonna assume you're saying photography, right? If you're doing photography for 10 hours, 3 of those batteries would be more than fine. Reason why is you're gonna be turning the camera off every time you're taking a photo, right? So you'll take your photo, and then when you're done taking your set of photos, you're turning it off. You're not keeping it on constantly, and it's not constantly running like like in video. So with that said, it's going to draw a lot less power. So I would say minimum 3, but I leave the house for something like that with like 5. Just in case one battery goes down or 2 batteries go down for some odd reason, because nothing is meant to last forever. And it's not guaranteed that it's going to work tomorrow. So I have 5 or 6 of those batteries. And if I'm doing casual shooting, I'll take 2 to 3. But in your case, I'd probably, if you can, 5 should be good to go, but no less than 3 for sure. No less than 3. Bring your charger, and if anything goes on, you have 1 charging and 2 in the tank, and you're going to be good to go. Okay, so that's what I recommend. At least minimum 3. All right. Ken Krug says, when are you planning to test out the 58 knock? That's a great question. I'm actually going to write that down. That's a great suggestion. And what I'll do is I'll reach out to someone who I believe has it, and I'll try to borrow that bad boy. Okay. Nicor. Yeah, 58. Okay, I got it down here. I'll put that down. Thank you, King Kruk, for that great suggestion. Carry 1 core battery mount, which I attach. Oh, yeah. Manila Martin. My Z6 uses Z6 II uses 2 batteries, but I carry 3. My Z9 uses 1, but I carry a spare. Sony A7 IV. I have 6, but usually used for video. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And matter of fact, I'll get a V-mount battery for that A7 IV, Martin. Think about that. Think about that V-mount. That V-mount battery is going to be like 5 batteries in one. So it's pretty good. It does last. So, but Z9, I have 2 batteries for the Z9, but then I have like 5 or 6 of the the EL15 batteries for the Z9. I mean for the Z8, and then I also could use it obviously for the ZF. Okay. Yeah, better be safe than sorry. Exactly. I'm buying another. Exactly. Yeah. Minimum 3. Minimum 3, so that you always have 2 in the pocket. 1, if you need to, if that one you were using needs to be charged, you got 2 in the pocket. You're ready to go. 1 in the camera, 1 in the pocket. Boom. You're ready to go. Minimum 3. Pi comes in. 3 is 2. 2 is 1. 1 is none. Now I wonder Who told you that, Pi? Who told you that? Who hipped you to that game right there, brother? But it's great advice. We are leveling up here, Rob. Man. Much appreciated, King Kruk. Much appreciated. I do portraits sometimes all day, but not to the extent of something like weddings that requires then like I said, 3 minimum. And to what Pi said, 3 is 2, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Because you always want to think redundancy. Okay. Think, what if that fails, right? Then you have at least 2 left. You could for sure use one while charging the other if you only got 2 left. But if you got 2, you're just pretty much praying to the photography gods that these batteries won't knock out on you, fall dead. Mark comes in. I tested out the Nikon ZF and I really like it. Uh-oh. Well, I already smell something happening in the future for you, brother. And that camera is so much fun. I love it. It's in my camera bag now. I use it with me when I go to work. As many of you know, I just recently got a job as a video content creator for a tech company. And I use the ZF to capture stills. And then I use my Lumix for the video. So yeah, that Nikon ZF is a lot of fun and it's pretty cool. So Rob, King Crook says, Rob, check out Core Snap batteries releasing in June. Game changer. I will check that out. Hold on, let me write that down. You guys got some great suggestions today, let me tell you. So Core Snap batteries. All right, maybe they'll throw one my way. I could test it out. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. Fajar says, I guess the flagship batteries, EL18S, either from the D4, D5, D6, Z9 have the longest span. Yeah, you're gonna get about you know what? Yeah, I can actually look at the milliamps, and I think it's about 1.5, almost 2. It's basically like almost 2 batteries in one, basically. And yeah, they do last a lot longer. I've brought in just 2 of those batteries on my Z9 to weddings, and I've never gotten close to 2 of them dying. Oh, absolutely not. Okay. One has lasted me through the entire wedding, and then I may have to switch to the other just for safety, but I've never had them both go out. Again, when you're shooting weddings, you're shooting a series of photos, but I instantly turn the camera off until I'm ready to shoot the next set of photos. Maybe the longest amount of time that it's constantly on is during the ceremony itself. So it's really not drawing a heck of a lot of power compared to like video. Video, you for sure can never have enough batteries. I have a whole bag that I take when I do video dedicated to only batteries and power. Like that's it. Because video will eat it up. All right. You guys had some great questions, great suggestions for other folks up in here in the chat. I really appreciate it. There's a great lively chat. Let's get to some of the more of this here business. Oh, just to let you know, I have 2 videos I just released. One was I did a live and I talked about the things that made the biggest difference for me as a photographer when I'm talking about my career, right? There are a few things that made the biggest difference, and I share all that. There we go. I share a bunch of tips on this live stream. Please forgive me with the quality because the internet was a little interesting. It looked fine on my end, but then when I realized when it uploaded, it didn't look the best because I was outside at a lake last Saturday or Sunday. But the advice is golden. So go check that out. At least just listen to it because that's what helped me to land this awesome gig at a tech company, being a video content creator. And I get to do what I love and get paid, full benefits, all that good stuff. And guess what? In the dress code is pretty cool too. So I don't have to dress much different. But it's due to the 13 years of photography and videography experience and trial and error, messing up and trying again, messing up and trying again, and investing in my knowledge in terms of watching content, putting knowledge into action, stuff like that. That this company obviously felt more than happy enough to not only hire me but compensate me as well for a craft that I have a passion and talk to all of you about. So if you're looking to find some quick advice that I believe that really made the biggest difference for me, go check out this live stream on my channel after this live stream, okay? Because we're not over. We are not done. I do want to let you know I actually posted my first photo editing like tutorial situation video. Okay. Go check this out. I think many of you watched my live stream of when I shot with Venusa. Okay. A spring fashion shoot. I used the Nikon Z8 with the Nikkor 50mm f1.2 lens, shooting high speed sync. Okay. I think a lot of you remember that live stream. But in this case, I edited 2 photos. I go through the step-by-step process of how I edited those photos using only Lightroom. Okay, so if you want to see how I edit, go ahead and check out that video. All right, I do plan on doing more photo edits. Ironically, people just love gear. If I talk about gear, I get way more views. I'll get 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 views. But if I try to teach something, I get crickets. So, but you know what? I'm not discouraged at all. I'm gonna do it again and again and again because some of you need to learn. So I'm here to help with that. All right. So make sure you go check out that video. That's my latest one. And on Tuesday, I'll be dropping another video. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, folks. Come on now. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so that when my next video drops on Tuesday, you already know it's there. All right. You'll get that notification. Looks like we got a quick little, hold on. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Manila. Yes, I couldn't believe it. I was super happy. I competed against other videographers, and it was these things that I'm about to share that I share with you in that live stream that made me stand out compared to others who I'm sure would have died, cheat and stealed to have that opportunity that I have now. Okay. And right now, I go to work, I show up early. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Man, I'm so enthusiastic because I'm literally getting paid for what I enjoy. And I'm still doing my freelance work. I'm still doing my photography, my videography, my filmmaking. It's just on a different schedule. That's all that is. But you know what? Hey, when the opportunity comes, you take advantage of it and and show some gratitude and be grateful for the little bit of chances you get and go 150%. And I hope that video helps you all out. Exactly, not backing down. Absolutely not. Never that. Okay, King Kruk, congrats securing that bag. You know it, brother. You already know. And hold on. Where is it? Do I have a Oh yeah, here we go. Nope, that's not the effect. Nope, that's somebody else. Here we go. Secure the bag.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
That's right. That's for you, King Kruk. And we got Malcolm in the house. Well, my new 25-inch softbox showed up today. The 8200. 8200 should be here tomorrow. Well, shout out to you. Hey, Malcolm, that 8200 I think is one of the most underrated flashes out there. It fits so perfectly into your camera bag, just like a speed light will, but it's twice as powerful as this average speed light. And you get high speed sync, TTL, and a whole bunch of modifiers. Take a look at the mag mod, all their mag mod modifiers and accessories. They fit right onto the 8200 without a problem and perfectly. So if you need filters and all that stuff, go to mag mod. You get that magnetic and put all little thing on it, and then you can have all the filters on it. It's so cool. So check that out. Which softbox did you get? Did you get the Photex Raja 65? What did you get? Which softbox, Malcolm? Hey, thank you very much, Pi. Appreciate that. And then we have for a second thought you were playing some RBL Pi. Hey, brother. Hey, I was playing this beat right here. Okay. Uh-huh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Come on. Nikon gang gang. All right, stop it right there. So we're supposed to be professionals in here. Come on. Jesus. All right, looks like I have a guest / co-host. Hold on. Let everybody let's go ahead and oh yeah, you know I got this. Actually, this song is for somebody else, and he's about to get on right now. Everybody, give a big warm applause for Derek. Yeah. See, this is Derek's intro music. He doesn't know it, or at least
supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, this is supposed to be yours right here. That's right, brother. What's happening, man?
What's going on, man? How's it going?
Good, good, good. Hey, I like the lighting. Lighting looks good. Solid.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It's good to have you. What are you using your cell phone?
I am using my cell phone at this point.
Yeah, it looks good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was like, man, it looks solid.
If you can use it, you can shoot it, right?
Hey, hold on. Let's bring that back, okay? You want to say it? Say that again, brother.
If you can use it, you can shoot it. Go ahead.
Ooh, shoot, he's preaching. We got a few. Hold on, we're getting comments. I love it. I'm loving it. Okay, you're getting the Godox S65T. Okay, I'll check that one out. But I'm glad you got it. A 25-inch softbox, I think, is ideal for mobility. And if you're doing one single person in your portrait, right? One subject. Some people use a larger one, obviously softer shadows, etc. But this one, you can move a lot more. Nikon, you already know. Come on. Yeah, they like that Nikon sign. You seen that, Derek? You see that? You see that?
Yeah, you slowly getting into Nikon, man. I see you.
I got this from the Dublin store when they first did this sign, and this one wasn't approved. Yeah. Andy was like, "You want to take it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take that." Nikon gang.
Anyway. I feel you.
Live getting. He said, "A live's getting turned up." You already know, man. I almost changed the theme music to this live stream, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it smooth, and then when guests come on, drop it like it's hot, you know. Fajar says, imagine the collab between Fahagan and Rob, the hip hop and rock and roll.
That's Lil Wayne and who else? Lil Wayne and
it'd be like Lil Wayne and a jazz player. I don't know. It'd be so different.
No, it's gotta be rock and roll. It's gotta be rock and roll.
Oh, rock and roll. Okay. Yeah. Who would it be? Lil Wayne and I don't know anybody in rock and roll.
That's at least the only person that I know that's kind of like pop and kind of into like rock and roll, not rock and roll, but like into kind of venturing into that schematic is probably like Adele.
I don't think that's rock, bro. I think that's straight up pop.
It's not rock, it's pop, but you know, I don't know too many rock and roll artists.
I don't know any either, but I'm sure the chat will let us know. Okay. Yeah. Mark says he's back. He's back. He's back.
He's back.
That's right. Yeah, there we go, Craig. Thank you very much, sir. Very much appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I do this for a living. I got that Ric Flair off of TikTok. Did you hear the Ric Flair?
Oh yeah.
No, this is a new one.
No.
Listen what he says.
I do this for a living. I'm the best there is.
I do this for a living. He talk about photography gang. You know what I mean? I do this for a living. Hey, Pi says what's up, and we got
Hey,
Angel
what's going on,
Mahia.
Bob?
Yep, we got Angel. He submitted some photos for today. Malcolm says, "Hey, Derek, good to see you." There we go.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, everybody. I mentioned you a lot. Just haven't seen you in months, really. This
Yeah,
might be the first time this year, huh?
yeah, it has been the first time of the year. And then
Yeah.
on top of the first time of this year, I am gonna get into the likes of YouTube. So
What? Hold on.
uh
Say that again.
I'm gonna get into YouTube. So my actual account is up and going. I have like a few subscribers. I'm trying to get more subscribers, but I am getting into YouTube.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna be
Now,
showing more of my shoots, and I'm gonna be showing more of my fine art photography in the future, so people can actually get into it and see what I got going on in the future.
wow. Okay. Now, so tell me, what is your @? How do they find you?
You can find me on Instagram right now. You can find me on
No. On
Instagram.
YouTube.
On YouTube, oh yeah, Derek Ben Photography. It's always gonna be the same. I'm gonna try to keep it
That's the name of
cohesive,
your
right?
channel.
Yeah. So like, if it's hard for you to find it, you can
Check
actually
this
DM
out,
me
brother.
on my Instagram. You can
Right
hit me
there.
up on my Instagram. There you go. You see it up on the live right now. That's my
I work
my
fast, man. I
YouTube.
type fast.
That's my YouTube, and you can find me on there, or Instagram, or Facebook. You can find me on there. Also, I also got into my threads as well. So
Oh, you're
if
on
you want to
Thread.
find me, yep. If you want to find me on threads, you can find me on there.
There we go.
Mhm.
Hey, everybody, right now, take a hot second after the show or during it, and go subscribe, support Derek's channel. Right? You want to hear more photo talk about that Fuji that I have no clue about? Definitely, he's the one. Okay. And where do you work right now? Let's add some extra sauce on it. Where do you work?
Okay. Yeah. If you want to come by Mike's camera in Pleasanton, Pleasant Hill, actually, Pleasant Hill, California. You can come
Okay.
by and see me at Mike's camera in Pleasant Hill. I'll let you know any kind of information you want to know about your own equipment, or any kind of equipment that you want to buy. Let me know, and I can give you information on that equipment as well. So
Yeah.
you can look me up, man. Like
Yeah.
Pleasant Hill, Mike's camera. Come by and take a look.
There you go.
Visit me up.
That's what I'm talking about.
For sure.
Craig, hold on, let me turn this thing off before I get dizzy. Now, where did he said something to us earlier. There we go. I just want to make sure I acknowledge Greg for checking in. Thank you very much. And
What's
we'd
up,
love to
Greg?
know how a deep parabolic functions versus a shallower one. Ooh, now that's a great. Hold on. I've gotten like 2 other great video ideas today from this chat, and that is a great one. Parabolic softbox. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to make that might take a little time, so I'm gonna have to make a video about that. That's a great one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good one, Malcolm. That's a real good one. Okay. So obviously with your parabolic, you're gonna get a bit of a tighter spread. That's one thing off top, but I'm gonna do some research and give you some specifics so that so that it could be a very informative video for you. But that's a fantastic question. Okay.
Can
Uh,
I add something to that?
Go for it.
So if you're looking at parabolic or non-parabolic, right? If you looking at like octagon or anything like that that is already um, set, if you're looking at more parabolic, you're gonna look at more of a hot spot in your actual uh, 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 modifier compared to like if you were going to get like an actual spread, or a spread is going to actually give you more light, but a parabolic is going to give you more of a hot spot, and sort of a sense that like your actual fall off is going to be different. So anything that you're going to have like fall off, separation or anything like that, it's going to be slightly different. If you want to actually understand the difference between the two, you might want to get a focusing parabolic. If you get a focusing parabolic, you actually can change from parabolic to a deep parabolic, and which is you can actually pull that actual hot spot back, and you can get more of a spread, and the fall off is going to be a little bit sharper. But if you have a larger light source, you're going to get a softer light spread. So that's all. That's what I got.
Murder She Wrote. There you go, Derek.
Yeah.
See, I hope that helped, Malcolm. Smoke is Pi says smoking that RBO posse pack for Lumix. You know, he got himself the Lumix S5 Mark II.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's feeling that camera. He's
The
feeling that.
Lumix. He liking the Lumix.
Yeah, he is. He really is. King Crux says Vahagan and Rob is gonna be 50 and Peter Frampton. Oh, 50, like 50 Cent and Peter Frampton. There you go. Hey, I'm down for that. If I can get just a little bit of 50's money, though, you dig? So
Just a little bit.
Hell, I'll take 10%. Okay, I'm not picky.
I will go for 25%.
Yeah. So you see a deep para has more focus. So absolutely. So think of it like this. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on.
So Malcolm, yeah, you're right. Deep parabolic does have more focus. You're gonna have hot spots in the center, and you're gonna have a little bit more specular highlights in that.
Check this out.
Sense.
Hold on, let me just do this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Anyway, I'm trying to just get to me. Can I just get to me? All right, check this out, everybody. See this? This is like a rudimentary example, but let's say this is a deep parabolic, right? What do you think how the light is the characteristic of that light is gonna be coming through here? You have your source here, and then here's the end of the softbox. Okay. If I'm hitting a subject that's standing here, how do you think that light's the characteristic of that light? Well, it's going to be definitely more focused for sure. I'm not going to get the feet. Let's say the feet are down here. Okay. It's going to be very much here. Great for beauty, headshots, etc., or stylized dramatic shots, right? Great for that. But to Derek's point, if you get the adjustable one, clearly you can play with the intensity of that hot spot. Okay. But you get a normal softbox like yours, look how much wider the spread of light's going to come out of it. It's going to come out of it. It may actually hit her legs now or his legs using this. See, it's a little bit shallower, softer, wider, bigger light source, less focused. Okay. What does that mean? As Derek was saying, the fall off is going to be much softer. But in case, depending on how you want the characteristic of lighting, that's why there's not like one light modifier that rules them all, right? And why we have umbrellas, parabolic, deep parabolic, regular soft boxes like what are a 2x3 or 3x4 foot soft box.
No matter how many. No matter how different that you want the soft box, it's still going to fall off the same unless you get something that's different, the deeper or like more focused, anything.
Exactly. So that's like the most dumbest way I can kind of show.
That's
you know, you see what I'm saying?
One. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good analogy right there.
As light sources. All right. There we go. I had to run and go get some Tupperware out here for you guys. I'm grabbing Tupperware for this live stream. Anyway, I don't even know how to find threads. Hey, it's all good, Craig. You know, it's a confusing state of mind for me too. I just post. You know, it's Instagram's Twitter. That's all I treat it as.
Twitter, I think of it as Twitter.
You know,
Yeah.
let's see here. We have Greg saying the 15C batteries have significantly longer life than the 15B. 100%. If you can get a bunch of 15Cs, they're not cheap. Like, how much are they at Mike's camera? The EL15C, you know, for Nikon, like for the Z8 batteries.
They're around like 65 to 70.
So there you go. All
Yeah.
right. You heard it first.
Mm-hmm.
Heard it from the source since he works at Mike's camera. Okay. And then we have we have a new I don't know Sam Pro Media.
What's up, Sam?
Welcome to the club. Okay, this is an exclusive club, open to everyone. That's how exclusive it is. Malcolm says, "Thanks, Derek." There you go. And then, why are you using Lumix for video, Nikon for photos? Nikon have internal RAW recording and amazing video capabilities. Myself, I'm using Lumix S5 Mark II X and also have a Nikon D4 and D610 DSLR cameras. Well, quite honestly, I'm using a Lumix because there are a lot of pro like cinema features inside of Lumixes that I just can't get around and just enjoy using. The stabilization is bar none the best out there available. Like everything compares to Lumix stabilization. If you want good stabilization, handheld shots, you can't beat it. And with their latest firmware update, it's freaking ridiculous. Okay, the color that comes from Vlog, just from their dynamic range, is fantastic. Okay, I think Nikon cameras are absolutely amazing, but for $2,000, you can't beat what a Lumix is going to give you. That's just a fact. Okay,
either that or you spending like $3,000.
You do get Nikon internal RAW and everything else, but I don't always need to shoot RAW. Like I had a consultation with a subscriber 2 days ago, and he was asking me similar questions, right? And I was like, yeah, you could shoot 8K, you could shoot all this. That's great. How often are you going to do it? And are you good enough at color grading to take advantage of it? People they like having the ability of RAW, but then like when it comes to color grading, they're like, I don't know a color from a grade. And it's like, well, then why the hell would you put yourself, now you're shooting at standard. So Nikon has standard, HDR, and N-Log, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have those three. Panasonic has a whole plethora of profiles, plus they have Cine D, Cine V, they have Rec 709, they have Vlog, they have all these crazy ass color profiles that like are not as in depth, and it doesn't need so much demand on color grading. Like I could shoot Cine D and still get enough dynamic range out of that video file where I can add and apply LUTs and quickly get on to the next project. I need to sometimes finish projects. I'm not recording RAW in Apple ProRes for my job. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting paid good money and everything, and I do not. You know why? I don't want to chew up the space. I don't want to be on a video forever color grading. I need to turn over the project, hand it to my marketing manager so that she can approve or decline the video. I need to move on quickly. That means those features aren't really that practical for me.
And that's a testament because like each brand does not have the same log. So even if you set up a log and you want to put it up on different brands, it's not going to look the same. They'll probably be upset that you put it up and that's your final project and it doesn't look exactly like you want it to look on certain brand that if you decide to change two different brands.
Well, that's the thing with me is that I had that issue. I was I really like when I was in Vegas and I used the ZF, I was really impressed with the color it came out of the camera. I was like, oh, this is nice and everything else. But when it comes to hardcore like projects, I'm so used to the color coming from Lumix that I already know how I'm gonna edit it, right?
Yeah.
So to your point, I'm already used to the workflow. and their menu system is dumb simple, so easy to learn, and the features. I just love the features. I can't get around it. I'm sorry, guys.
There's no way around Lumix and Panasonic features. It's just
And
what
the
it is.
and their app works flawless. Let me add
I
that
had
to you.
I
I
had
can
a
use,
few people coming in for Lumix and Panasonic the last couple of weeks.
mm,
It's coming up.
they
You
might
guys
see
better
my
look
video.
at it. You guys better look at Panasonic and Lumix because Panasonic and Lumix, especially the fact that they come up with this firmware update that they getting close to Sony.
Man, I'm telling they improved the autofocus, that's fine,
Hmm
but they improved the image stabilization even more.
hmm
So, like, I gotta show you guys the video I shot all handheld that got me the job. I really do. Okay? Because it was freaking crazy how good the footage came out, all handheld, the full rig, handheld the whole day. And I was like, I surprised myself. I didn't use a tripod or anything except for the interview part.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope that helped out in any way, Sam. Pie, damn, gotta run Rob, Black Film Guild here in Oakland tonight.
Nice to see you, Pi. Nice to see you come out with us, do some street photography. You know, like that was
Absolutely.
cool. That was dope.
Yeah, that was fun. Next time. I think he'll come on in June. Did I tell you about the June? Did I tell you about this one right here?
I think you did, but we need to get a little bit more information.
So
Get more
Sunday
talk about it. A little.
Sunday, June 2nd, photo
Okay.
walk in San Francisco. I'll
Okay.
talk to you about the deets offline.
All
Okay.
good. All good.
So you bring Jarika, bring I'm gonna, bring my gang. We're gonna be out there.
We're gonna
I'm
be
at
out
least
there.
be there. Um what anyway, let me go back to the comments. And in about 5 minutes, we're gonna do the photo critique. Okay.
All
Greg goes, woo.
right.
And then here for shameless brand promotion. Yeah, I guess so, huh? It is what it is. They don't pay me, they don't send me nothing. Lumix for sure. Nikon does look out for me. Like if I reach out to somebody I know, like if it's possible, they'll send me stuff. Lumix, they don't send me, they don't even like a post. I tag them, they don't like nothing. So don't think Lumix is looking out for me. They don't send me a pamphlet. They don't even send me a PDF. Okay, they haven't sent me a PDF or nothing. All right,
I'm not gonna
so
be mad at you for being honest about it because, like, a lot of these brands, they want you to say nothing but good about them, but at the same time, like,
no support.
how they treat people is how you're gonna get the actual honest opinion about
Yeah.
people. So if you hear people that are talking good about it, and if you hear them say nothing but good about them, then you better ask. You better ask somebody because they're not telling you the complete truth. They just kind of want that brand. You know,
Well, I
I'm
mean, I
not
want these brands, but it would be nice if they, hey, I gotta have. Here's the thing: if I had 50,000 subs, they'd send me stuff all day. You know what
for
I mean?
real.
And I would talk the
Yeah,
same exact stuff. Nothing would have changed, but they don't, they don't want
they
to.
don't send it to you
They don't
because you
send it to
do
you.
say
You have the
other
subs.
right. They don't send it to you because you have different opinions. They want you to hear. They want to hear nothing but good, and that's also the part of
Well, my
uh
uh-huh.
the brand, like, but at the same time, like they do have some good ish. They do have good stuff. They have good product. They have good innovation, but at the same time, critique is just like us artists have to use in order for us to improve. So if a business cannot improve from our critique, how is it that they can listen to any of us that actually have any kind of opinion about it? And also, um, as far as users, how are they going to actually understand exactly from the user standpoint on what they actually need to improve their actual work? So man, I am for you. If you are for a Nikon, man, I am for you like 100% of the way, man. I'm from Fuji, and I'm gonna start doing some YouTube videos about Fuji. I'm for Fuji too, but I actually do not like certain issues about Fuji of my own. So I
It's
will
time to
say
keep it
that.
real.
Keep it real.
Well, here's my thing was that I mean, I love both the brands I use. I have no complaints about them. I think we're done with that. My thing is just I just want people to know that like no one remotely pays, encourages, or suggest that I talk anything about these two brands. I just
Right.
talk about the brands I use, right? I happen to use Lumix. I happen to use Nikon.
Right.
I enjoy them both. I have zero reasons to look elsewhere. And whatever you shoot is good for you is good for you. Okay.
Mhm.
That's all that I care about. I just want people to know that, like, just because I'm talking about Lumix in a particular way or Nikon in a particular way, no one's
Mhm.
sponsoring these videos. Trust me, I'd be wearing more than this fancy $6 beanie. Okay. Uh, all right. We do have photo news, but we have about like a little over an hour left. So let's get to the photo critique. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go ahead and do all that. Okay, folks. Let me just check my Lightroom. Yep, everything's good. Finally, you could see the sidebars. Remember I told you about that, Derek? Like you couldn't see the two panels
Mhm.
on Lightroom. Now you can see everything. So the adjustments and everything. So let's go ahead there. Let's take that off. Stop sharing and let's get to this Lightroom jazz. What hold on, brother. I hope it didn't just. All right, let's just see what happens. Let's just see. Oh yeah, there we go. Woo! God is good.
What artists are we critiquing today?
A couple photographers sent in some portraits,
Mm-hmm.
and it's portraits of any genre, and just we're gonna critique it. I'm gonna give my opinion, etc. And let me make my screen a little brighter so I can see the color accuracy. So let's get to the main event. Come on. All right, that was. I love how corny and broke that looks. Shout out to low budget. Yeah. I love how broke that looks. Come on, see that?
Low budget is better than no budget.
Man, that is underneath that. Whatever's lower than zero, that's the budget we're on. Rod says, thanks for the advice the other day. Looking forward to Red's influence on the Nikon's future mirrorless offerings. Absolutely. I can't wait. And Rod was someone who booked a consultation. We had a fantastic conversation, and I hope it helped out in any particular way. And of course, if you have any other further questions, Rod, just hit me up. You got me. And now you have my cell phone. So text me at appropriate times.
Shout out to Nikon and creating more lenses, because I know they need a larger options of lenses, because they just kind of just set into the mirrorless market.
Mhm.
But shout out to Nikon and them actually improving that, because Canon, you know how Canon was with the RF mount, they wouldn't even try to do third party.
Until this
Nikon
week. Until this week.
until this week, and they got it was crop sensor, but let's hope that they go into the full frame market, and they put in more so. But also Nikon, if y'all can start doing stuff with like uh uh Sigma and Tamron and everything like that, that would, I mean, they have some, but just get into it. Just get into it. Kind of get them to challenge them to actually make more lenses. Man, it's gonna be nice.
All right. We're gonna pray for that. Okay. Um, we definitely will, especially Sigma. I think Sigma, but that's just
Sigma.
me.
Hmm.
All right. So first runner up. Hold on. Well, not a runner up, but the first person. Let's go right here. Oh no, we're good. Okay. I just want to see if our faces blocked it down here. Everybody, please, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and press that like, that share, subscribe, and smash that bell icon. Okay, so you'll get notifications of my upcoming content. I have another video dropping on Tuesday. I'll be going live again on Thursday, and I'm probably going to drop something else just because I feel like it sometime next week. So go ahead and subscribe and press that like. When you do get a chance, go ahead and check out Derek on YouTube at Derek Benton Photography. Come on now, people. All right, let's get back to business, shall we? All right, so this first set of photos we have here. Let me get to my Lightroom. There we go. So this, why is it doing that? There we go. Is from Angel Mahia. I believe he's still here. I hope he's still here. All right, so you see all the left and you see the windows, the panels on the left and the right, right?
Yes.
Cool, man. It finally started doing it. I have no clue why, but I just love it. Cool.
It's a little bit on the exposed side, but that's fine because it still seems like it is pretty normally exposed, right?
It looks properly exposed on my end.
Yeah.
I think
I'm looking at the histogram.
The transmit. Oh yeah, you can see that. Let's lower that a little bit. No, I see. I don't want to take away the. No, we don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Actually, kind of like that. The sun is he has her right here, which looks like he used a flash, but maybe behind her, I could see a flash right here, right clearly, and maybe the sun is in front of her. But either way, I actually dig this framing a hell of a lot.
Me too. I like overexposed photos. You know, I am not opposed to overexposed like in certain situations. Some people be like, oh, it's a little bit overexposed. If it is actually telling the story properly, then that is actually what we actually intend to do.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, it's like a hair, if anything. All I did here, can you see me adjust the tone curve?
Yeah.
So I adjusted like ever so slightly. So see, I see what he did. Oh, I see what he did. Because he used a black. He uses black, and then made it more like in the shadows where you boost up the black and kind of like make it look more like a faded kind of a look, a matte look. I like the photo overall. I think wherever he positioned her was spot on because he was able to get the sunlight coming through, if that is sunlight, because you can see these trees right here.
Yeah,
so that must have been sunlight, and then hit her right in the back here. And the framing looks really well done here, and the composition.
Composition as well. I still think it is artificial light only because it is a little bit of a hot spot there. But it's not taken away from the actual subject. The story is being told, and people can actually see and then see the subject lit in the middle. It's center weighted as far as like the actual composition is center weighted, and I think that is a really good photo right there.
Angel, if you're watching, like this little stuff right here, you want to take away that, take away this too, right there. Okay. See that? See that must have been a reflection. Oh no, that's from the flash coming through.
Exactly.
Hit her on her nose.
It's a two light setup right there.
I'll take that for sure. Let me see what else. Because I'm gonna nitpick this bad boy. I for sure would have took this out. Okay. Let me see what it does. Hell no.
No, you don't like the
no.
shadows from the actual halo that she got going on.
I don't want anything to distract potentially someone else looking at the photo. Hold on, I need to look at this thing.
Are you distracting you or distracting them?
Distracting the viewer from the subject.
Got you.
No. Right there. Okay.
Yeah,
All this little stuff. I'm looking at all this little stuff. So, see, it doesn't need to be in that corner. You see that little stick? Why does it need to be there? It doesn't need to be. So I take it away.
Devil's in the details.
Devil's in the details, brother. You already know. Overall, I really like the photo.
That's good right there.
There's like minor things with the cleaning up of the skin. See this here? See this texture in the chin?
Yeah.
And right here, that's because of her skin. It's not because of him, the photographer. Like stuff like that, like right there. See that little dark spot? I would dodge that and make it look smoother. I would dodge right here too. If you know what dodging is, Angel, I would dodge that for at least right here and right there, technically.
Dodging and burning comes from old photography. If you ever done like photography as far as like
see this? Look at that. See that? See that? This?
Yeah.
See when I do it now, you notice it. So now I'm gonna go ahead.
Well, if you blow it up, you're definitely gonna notice it.
Well, that's why that's why I always when you folks are editing videos, okay, you edit here, preview, edit, preview, and you go back, you go in and out so that you can see how much you went or not or didn't go far enough, right? You can't just edit everything here. You can see these issues. If I look at, see, that's a little, I don't know what that is, right? Boom, just close it up. Let's see here. That sometimes happens with hair, you know?
Yeah.
Overall, this photo is really awesome. I'm really digging it. So let me check out some comments, see if anybody's trying to clap at this photo. It's a good photo. Everybody's just talking to themselves. Oh, Angel says, thank you guys. No, this is a great photo. Really like it. Maybe throw a little bit of me personally, Angel. You did a great photo. No problem. If you can see my tone curve, it's so little, but it makes a difference. Look at the difference. Little difference is just I add a little bit more contrast into the shadow. It's just me, so that since she's so bright and the background or everything else is a little bit darker, then she really pops, right? There's a lot more dimension. Okay. If you boost, I'm gonna exaggerate. If you boost up all the shadow like that, it becomes more flat because the background exposure is the same as her exposure, right? The level.
Yeah.
So when I bring it here, let me go back to my thing here. When I do that, she's more present because I made it a little bit more contrasty. And then I probably would have just added a little bit of boom, a little bit of vignette. See that little bit of vignette? Just a little bit. And now look at that. So you look at the whole photo. Here's the before. Here's the after. That's what I would have done. Something like that. But I like where you went. Zero issues with it. Just a little minor cleaning up in terms of the editing. Look out. See that reflection on her nose? Take that stuff out. I'm a stickler for all that. Okay. Even see that one little thing? I would have took that out too.
And what you're editing and everything that you're doing is like what most photographers have to do if you start in your own business as far as photography business, because the actual job description, if you were to apply for any jobs that are photography or anything like that, if you're doing your own thing, they want to know if you can actually keep up with trends that photography's made, or any kind of trends that are in the photography or fashion business. You have to look at these things in certain situations in order for you to actually get those type of jobs, if that's what you intend to do.
Exactly. So and to your point, so you can see all these little things I did, but look at the difference. Just clean it up a little bit. But this is again my style. So but overall, very nice photo. Love it. It looks beautiful. She looks great.
Photo.
So kudos to you. Hold on. I have something for you. Okay.
Good job, Angel.
Randy Savage has something for you.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. Okay. Um, awesome. I got it. Great critique. You're welcome, Angel. Thank you very much for submitting these photos. Let's check out the next one he has here. He has another. Let's get to the next one. Boom. Now, I know he used a wide angle on this bad boy. Let's see what he used. A 14 to 24. There you go. Oh, what was the other one? Oh, okay.
That
Classic.
was like a
Classic.
50.
70 to 200.
7200. Did he hit it at 50? That looked like a 50.
No,
A
he used a
nifty 50.
135.
135? Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
think he's
clean.
behind these bushes. See these bushes on the bottom there?
That's clean.
Yeah, so 135. And this one is 14 mil.
Oh, definitely
I
14
knew,
mil.
yeah, I had a exactly. But 5.6, so looking pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the time of the day for sure. Um, just be real careful with
Edges.
your not proportion, your damn it, what's that composition? Your perspective. So shooting up high, shooting from down below. Just be real careful because you could. I'm not sure if she's tall, but if you shoot from above, you're going to make her look even shorter. Okay, so just play with that. And since we're shooting digital, well, go ahead and shoot a bit of both. Okay, but just keep that in mind. Okay, if you're shooting from up higher, you're going to naturally come down shorter, and especially if you're shooting with a super wide angle lens, it's that much more exaggerated.
Yeah.
Okay. But overall, I love the contrast of her pink or fuchsia dress against this dark background. Great
Especially with the
timing.
sky.
Yeah, the sky looks pretty badass. So it's pretty nice. Good use of light. Got the catch light action going on. Maybe just clean up the right here with this hair if you could. Clean that up a little bit. For sure, clean that up. This is a Photoshop situation, but for a quinceañera, you're probably going to want to spend that time when you do it. You know what I mean?
You got good color science going on here with the blue and the red and a pink. So the color
Yeah.
science is not too bad. You got the neutral colors in there. That's not gonna drown the colors out too much. Green. I would have settled down the green a little bit, but that is still like some color that is kind of, introducing itself in the actual
Oh, the
composition. So
green?
I would kind of, chop it down just a little bit. That's me personally.
What,
I don't know how you
the
feel about it.
luminance or the saturation? What are you talking about? I
Uh,
didn't. Uh-huh.
I'm saying maybe the saturation, not the luminance. The luminance doesn't need to be any brighter. I like the fact that it's
You
not
would
really.
lower it?
Yeah, just a tad, just not
Oh,
not
okay.
as much, Personally, that's my
Copy that.
style. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not a great photo. This is definitely a great photo, but I would kind of cut that saturation down just a slight bit.
And one thing I would recommend is whenever you see these lines, see this line coming down this building, try to avoid having her head. We all do it subconsciously. I've done it a gazillion times where a light pole's coming through her head. So just watch out for being so like right there in terms of composition. But otherwise, this looks really, really awesome. Maybe just obviously maybe include the entire dress, but that's not like a make or break. It's a gorgeous photo. Color is great overall, very, very nice. Probably take out this. See that right there? That's I don't know. That's just me. I don't it doesn't you don't need it.
Yeah,
What am I doing here?
that's
I'm
one
trying to
thing
hit the
about
cue
like
button.
critiques. That's
Yeah.
that's one thing about critiques is like, we have a certain way that we would do it, and if you feel like that's what it is, and you making money off of it, by all means, like say, hey, you know what, screw it.
Yeah, if you don't
But at
like what
the
I'm
same
saying,
time,
do you. But
yeah,
since you sent in the photo, I'm gonna tell you how I do it. Okay. So
exactly.
you see when I'm doing this masking, I'm looking for patterns and textures that are closest to where um I want to have it affected, right? So that it doesn't look obtuse when I do it. If I
Mm,
do it from if I do it from way over somewhere else, whoops, let me erase that. But let's say if I take this and do it from here, it'll look kind of odd because that's the pattern of the dress, right? So I always try to keep it as close as possible. Boom. And then when you go out, boom, now it looks here is the before, here's the after. See, less distracting. Not saying it is distracting. I'm just saying that's just me. I don't do that for all the leaves, but some of those were a bit much for me. Solid. Awesome
You
photo.
see what I mean about like the color theory, the fact that it was blue and you already have green right there, settling down the green to make sure that the blue is kind of like popping just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would actually kind of just settle down the green just a little bit because of that pink
Hold on.
is gonna have in the shadows. It's gonna bring up a little bit more of a purple, and that is colors in color science. That is actual great uh, sort of like color to introduce into like a reddish type of warm color.
Mm.
Me
I mean, because of the
personally,
green.
me personally, I'm in the color science and I understand how color science works and like the industry and seeing multiple different types of color sciences in the industry and as far as like video and everything like that, I see what they do differently between the green. It's not saying that the green is bad,
Mm-hmm.
but personally, that's what I see as far as like if
The
you
green
were
to
to
me
look.
is pretty dull. I mean, not dull. Like it's not here. Let me. I mean, I did I did not. Okay. So like if you bring it down, here's 50, and that's pretty. It looks like California green. We don't want that. California green looks dead. But that's just me. So
Yeah,
I don't find it distracting. I did
maybe a
find
different
some of this
hue.
crap on the floor distracting though. But but overall, awesome photo. Play with the positioning and composition a little bit in terms of like maybe not having her so centered to all this part. Maybe have her turned a little bit more to the right where you can get more of um this background, and this would be more what was it? This, can you see my cursor or no?
I can.
You can?
Yeah, I can see it.
So this would be more camera left versus dead center. You know, I just this part right here is the only thing.
Like
And then
coming off of her head, that little center piece right
yeah,
there.
like it just goes center and it's like so centered and that's the only thing. But it's not like a deal breaker or anything. I don't think it's a bad. It
It's
doesn't make it a bad photo. Put it that
yeah,
way.
it
You know
doesn't.
what I mean?
It only looks kind of strange because it's in portrait mode, not in like landscape mode.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
So, but otherwise, real nice and sharp. I didn't find anything else distracting terribly
yeah.
in this photo. So, shout out to Angel for these awesome submissions. Well, hold on. That was the wrong one. I meant this.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that
Right.
Final Fantasy 7?
That was Final Fantasy, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Hey, you're the only one that commented on it about it this whole evening. All right, let's get to the next one. We have Glenn Meter, who submitted some awesome photos. He submitted 3 portraits. Let's take a look at his. Wait, before we do, let me check my see what kind of action we got going on here. Thank you guys. Definitely looking at the smaller details. Yeah, that's about it. It was small little stuff. Punching at 200%. You'll see what I'm talking about. I remove leaves, cars, people, trash cans, light poles, etc. I cringe when I see a trash can in photos. Hey, I'm in the same boat.
Hey, hey, so many people, that photo that I took of you, seeing the trash cans behind, they were grilling me on that trash can in the background.
See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, people don't like it. Angel, see, that's why I know where you're at. That's why when I know that your green grass should be green. And Derek's trying to get you that grass from California. Okay. And He's in like in the wait, I don't think he's in New York though, but he's in the northeast area. So with that said, it's green as shit. Okay. But nonetheless, you know, what does he call it? Tomato, you know, we all do a little bit different. We got is it too late to send 2 images? Hey, go ahead and send it right now if you can. If you want to send in 2 photos right now, send it to where is my here we go. Right here. Send it to my email right now. Okay. I got to get off at 7 though. Send it right there.
What kind of coffee you drinking over there, man?
It's called water, and it's going down the wrong dang pipe. I'll tell you that. Send in the photos to info@robertsilverphotography.com. Let me see if I got it. Nope, not yet. Okay, so we're gonna keep it pushing. All right. Where are you? There we go. Let's see here. We have. Oh, Greg said those were beautiful portraits. So there you go. All right, Angel, you got some fans. For video DSLR, don't quite cut it. I use a Z8, Z9, or even an old Z6, but I'm mainly a still shooter. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I use a Z6 plenty for the stills when I had it. But for Z8 and Z9 for sure, that's where the video's coming in. I wouldn't use Nikon for video unless it's a mirrorless camera. I'm just be quite honest. We got Mark. Did you ever critique the photos I sent? Oh, you know what? Oh my God, Mark. That's what. Hold on. Let me go grab his. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. What did I do? Did I say critique?
Oh yeah, guys, check out my video that I'm gonna come up with the ceramic mics.
You're doing
a video. I'm gonna do a video of the ceramic mics. I'm gonna put on my YouTube. There are like the DJI mics, the version 1, not the version 2, but it's a very good. You know, if you are on a budget, you can go ahead and grab one of those at about $100.
Oh, is it really?
Because me personally, I bought it for cheaper because I work at the camera store. But you know, you can buy these at a really good price compared to the DJI mics. DJI mics is like about $250 if you want to buy a DJI mic that you can put on your shirt or anything like that. If you want to do content as far as shooting on the go, you want to put your lives up and you want to shoot models or any type of instructional videos that you want to do, you can grab something cheaper and you can go ahead and go with ceramic mics. And these are selling out right now on B&H. So we have the only ones right now.
Hold on. Keep going, Derek. If you want to promote whatever you need to promote. I'm pulling up some photos here. Sugar honey.
So with this mic here, you can actually get the same thing as the DJI mic. You get your transmitter and you get your 2 mics.
Hold on. Let me do it like this.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, you can see there you got your actual transmitter, or not your transmitter, but your receiver and your 2 mics here. Just like DJI, this is a little bit bigger. The actual case is bigger, but it's also a charging port that actually has more charge than a DJI mic. The only thing different here is that you do not have, say, lavalier connections. So you have a USB Type C connection here. You do not have like a lavalier type of connection. You do have also your windscreen with the little fuzziness, the little fuzzy things on the top. You can go ahead and use those. But if you want something cheap and you want to be able to talk further away from, or you want to talk to anybody expressing what you actually doing on the actual shoot or anything like that, you can get one of these for really cheap. Really, really cheap, about $100. DJI mics are like around $250. This is about $100. So I wouldn't miss out on that. For anybody that wants to kind of just share content and they want to get into something or any kind of content involving YouTube or whatnot, go ahead and try that. I
Did they
talked
give
to
you that?
They didn't give me that. I bought this on my own. I bought it for under $100 because I'm that guy, so they're gonna give it to me for about a little bit cheaper. But this is so far, I'm gonna actually throw up an actual video for this, and I'm gonna give you all the information that you need from Petapixel. There is a review on this mic, as well as other mics, especially Rode mics from Jordan. I don't know if you remember Jordan from what is it? That old like YouTube channel. Um, what was it? That camera
Oh
store,
yeah,
Jordan.
yeah.
Yeah, so they made Petapixel, and Jordan has made Petapixel, and on Petapixel, they actually have a review on the Ceramic 500 plus mics. So you go ahead and check that out. But I am actually gonna come out with a video talking about this, and I'm actually gonna talk on these so you can actually hear how good the mics are for this
Okay, I'm trying to look for these
particular.
photos, but I appreciate you sharing that because having good affordable audio is always a plus.
Right.
So, um, Mark, send it. I know I have it my email, but DM me your email, and then oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I got it. Let me take a look right here. Uh, oh shit, I swear.
Oh,
Mark. Oh, there we go. Gee whiz, I tell you. All right, here we go. Oh, I think this is what happened. Take a look. Take a look. Whoops, not my face. This is what happened. Mark, check your DM. Mark, check. There you go. Everything's so in real time. It's crazy. Yeah, he's checking it. Uh, boy, that was some fast texting. Um, so, but I'll add his to the mix for sure. Mark, we get this squared away. I'll add it to the mix for tonight for sure. Cool. And I'm also doing more and more of these for sure. I think I'm going to do them at least once a month minimum. You know, I'm thinking like the last week of each month would be fun to do photo critiques. Okay. So Mark truly was the first one to send me anything, but it was like months ago. And the way things were, there was so much crazy stuff going on. And honestly, I just couldn't get to the photo critique the way I wanted to do it. And
mhm.
since StreamYard wasn't showing me, you see how like now I could see the panels on the left and the right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't do that for like a year. And I
Mhm.
was like, I don't want to do photo critiques if I can't show you how I'm gonna adjust the settings and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, if it's
And
just setting adjustments and you don't even see what the setting adjustments are, that's kind of
yeah, I'm then we're
redundant.
just looking at a photo. So that's
Yeah.
why, Mark, I haven't critiqued your photos because I want to critique it like I could critique it now. But okay, so Mark, resend me the Google Drive, and your photos will for sure be on the next photo critique, 110%. Now that Lightroom is working just fine, and it just started working today. That's the blessing. I had a workaround, but this is awesome. So I
Shout
apologize,
out to
Mark.
StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard for updating their systems and
Yes,
understanding
yes.
exactly what people actually need.
All right, let's take a look at this photo from Glenn. All right, here we are. Oh, well, one thing is I could tell, did he do AI or something with it? But the feet right here. See this? See how they're cut off the toes? We don't
Yeah.
want that. We don't want that. I would rather lose space up top to make sure I have those toes. So when you're cropping, you want to crop in between joints. Okay. If you're cropping, hold on, let me get onto this one here. If you're cropping, you want to crop here, not here, not here, not here. Crop in between. Okay. If you want a headshot, crop here, not here. Okay.
Mhm.
So not on top, but forehead. So it's like all those little things.
It's
So
like a tease. It's like a tease. It's like,
yeah,
hey, like, oh yeah, I want to see the. I almost see the elbow. Like, yeah, I
yeah, you don't
almost see
want
the
that.
toe.
Your eye's gonna think something's wrong. That's why the way you
Yeah.
crop right at the toes, that's not gonna work, right? We don't want that. So you definitely don't want that. Um, I mean, now I could tell you pulled this photo, you masked this photo and took it off and impressed it on another photo, but that's
Mhm.
fine. But you have to work on the feathering. See the feathering right there?
Mhm.
Got to work on that part for sure. That's why I don't do it because I don't want to work on it. But you do want to be careful because let's say if you want to submit this to something that matters other than my YouTube, um, they will see that fringing kind of situation going on. You see that, Derek?
Yeah, I could see that.
They
I saw it when I first seen it. I was like, I knew, but um, for some instances they would like uh they'll be okay with it. But as far as like if you want to go high end, they're gonna be like questioning.
Yeah,
Like, how did you get this shot? I understand that you put this shot on this actual the backdrop is impression. Like you put this photo on the backdrop.
yeah. I would add some contrast to this. See, when I added about 15%, look at this, 15, right? Look at
Mhm,
the difference, 1 and 2. It's like so subtle, but it makes because contrast, you're playing to the shadows, right? So you're making her look more dimensional. You're bringing more um, depth to the photo. I'm not saying you need
mhm.
to smash it like this. Like that means you just got a camera, right?
Yeah,
You're like, I'm gonna go kill it with this saturation, but just a little bit does go a long way. And I do like the exposure of her overall. Her skin is pretty clear.
mm.
Um,
But the
some minor
direction of
things.
light
Hold
is
on.
confusing.
There's some things right here, maybe a little bit of burn right there, just right there, and right here. See that right there?
Mhm,
I would have brightened it, burnt it a little bit there and a little bit here. Otherwise, she's pretty good with the exposure. But this is the biggest part that really sticks out to me right there, right here.
mhm. Like,
Okay.
what is she standing on? Is she standing on a specific thing, or are you trying to hide that she's not standing on anything?
Well, I think she's, quote unquote, standing on this rock, right? On this green rock. But I need to see some toes. Like, let's see them toes. Okay.
Right.
And I'm not a toes kind of guy. Okay. But I need the toe.
I want to see
All
her
right.
standing on a rock.
Now I like this one. I like this one.
All right,
Um,
that is
s-
nice.
solid composition. I like how, like, if you split the frame diagonal, she kind of fills up like kind of here in this corner, and then it goes to a more empty negative space,
Mhm.
right? So it's kind of dope. Um, or rather the kind of this way, actually. But either way, I like it. Um, very cool. Only thing that's distracting is this line, this hair. See that? This and this. You see that, Derek?
Yeah, I can see it a little bit here.
But when you pull out, it looks like a line. It doesn't look like hair.
Right.
So I would take that out for sure. I'd take that out. This I see where it's going. It looks like natural hair there. So maybe take away some of it. Like Here, let me see.
I think that's fine.
Totally up to
I
you.
do see what you're saying with the other hair though.
Look, boom. Now you just made it shorter. There you
Yeah,
go. You see, cleaned up the face.
that's
This
it.
definitely needs to go.
Yeah, that's definitely need to go.
That's a definite. So let's see what we could do. Hold on. What the heck? Let's go back to this.
Well, reducing the facial lines.
Exactly. I'm like, what the? Jesus. It gets a little dicey right here. I might have to Photoshop this one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sorry, I'm getting super quiet because I'm concentrating. It's like
That's all right.
It's like conducting surgery and shit. All right,
You
pull
ever
out.
edit?
There you go. Not
You
so
listen to
bad.
music. You
I'd
listen to
probably
music while you edit.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Let's All right. Now let's edit. This is how I edit, folks, with music on. By the way, you
Yeah,
see what
for
I'm doing to
sure.
the
It's
chin
hard
here?
to do it.
I'm taking it. I'm doing all this. See that? Those little dots. You know, this doesn't need to be there. I'm looking for everything. Look at the lip. See that right there? See that little white spot? Take that away. You don't know how many times models be like, "Can you remove?" I just do it now. I don't want to hear it.
Especially black and whites. Color is fine. You can kind of like mask it with color, but like black and whites, there's no color to distract anything. So you have to kind of just like minimize like distractions.
Exactly. Oh no, I don't like that. See, it's all trial and error, folks. There's no. There we
If
go.
you get
See?
into
Look at that.
like
Look at that. Fixed it.
larger, if you go to larger brands and companies, if you're doing editing and edited for photography, photos for larger companies, they're gonna want you to at least spend like a couple of hours on editing
Yeah. On my
out.
first day, I had to take a photo
Yeah,
for some team members, and they were like, "Oh, okay. Can you remove the extinguisher? Move this. Remove that." And guess what? I did it, but the point was that like they just expect you to know how to do it.
right.
They're not saying can you. They say can you. They want remove it.
They want you to do it. Yeah, do
100%.
it.
And they're like, yeah, we're gonna send this to the client. And I was like, uh-oh. So
Yeah.
cool. And you know what? I mean, personally, this isn't really adding to the photo. So if you did something with it, I wouldn't be upset about it. Okay, I don't like that. See that texture? That's why it's important to find texture. Whoops. That is that works for it. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Oh, now look at this. See, when you remove it, you're like, oh yeah, okay, it was distracting. And right here, hey Glenn, I'm giving you a class right now. If he's watching. Okay. Look at that. Now look at the photo. Look at that. Okay. I'm actually gonna remove this right here too. But see, look what it did. Choose something like that. There we go. Boom. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, I'm just having fun now. Good
No, for
photo.
sure. But
I
people
like
gotta
the
get
photo
better
though.
with their masking. Masking is a tip or a actual thing that you have to learn. You have to learn
Totally.
masking.
And you just got to do this forever and ever and ever with a lot of coffee, trial and error, and be meticulous. Like be really, really critical about your own work. Here's the before. Look at everything I just removed and after. Okay. I even see stuff that I want to remove now, like this right there is kind of annoying me. Okay. Let me see if I can make this even better, actually. There we go. That looks even better. Cool. You see, before, after, before, after. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's see if we have any comments. Okay. Yeah, Mark, like I said, as soon as you email me, yours will be the first set that I review for the next one for sure. 100%. I appreciate your patience and I apologize deeply. Absolutely my bad. Drunk Wedding Photographer says, my photography instructor would say, I'd rather lose a limb than lose some toes. Exactly. That's why I said I'd rather push the model more up toward the top of the frame rather than cutting off those toes. King Crook says, was this photograph from a monochrome camera? I don't think so. Let's see what metadata is shared with us. Let's see here.
Hold on, I gotta find another power source, so I'm gonna be off the camera for a second.
Okay. Just log back in when you can, okay?
I'm gonna be in, but it's just gonna take a little second. I'm not gonna be on cam. Yeah.
Okay. Copy that. Let's see. 7200. Let's see if it says anything in the metadata. Where the heck is it? Oh. Well, I don't have that much information. It doesn't say specifically which camera. So I'm going to assume it was not. All right. Anyway, solid photo. I like it. Let's get to the next one. Now, I like the processing he did so far. There's something about having this so close to the edge that I think I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more of the environment, because this looks like a pretty cool dune situation.
Yeah.
Personally, I would add a little bit more contrast too. Starting to see a common denominator with you guys. Add a little bit of contrast.
If it's gonna be in a certain space, you
look at this. Look at the little bit I did with the tone curve. From here to there. It's like so subtle, but it makes such a big difference. Tone curve is like such a great tool. And you can see here, look, everybody, I didn't adjust it a whole lot, like very little. But if you look at the before and the after, it's just a little bit. Shadow is your friend. Don't run away from contrast.
Yeah, that contrast is it. The contrast between the lights and the dark. You even look on certain magazine like Praise magazine or certain magazines. You can tell how they like their lighting. You know, if you're considering going and you want to be published on magazines, look at those, like the magazine, and look at what they actually look for. Like some actual photos that people take and they put on their magazine are maybe like highlight dominant. You can see a lot of highlighted things, certain highlights, some sharpness of the highlights and whatnot. If you just actually sit back instead of wowing on something and then seeing what things are at what it is, then you start to actually understand that light and dark in a lighting situation of a photo.
That just goes back to, being honest and critiquing your own work. Like, oh, you know what? I don't want to let out something subpar when I know I can do it better. And and that's about it, being really honest and looking at your photo. See, when I move, I can see blemishes. That's why I don't just stare at it at all. I'm also moving it. I'm moving the frame and I'm like, oh, okay, I see. Like right there. Boop. Move that. See, you can see those blemishes being removed. See this reflection? I might want to do something with that, Let's see. Right? What is that reflection doing for her skin? Nothing. Has nothing to do. So if possible, some of it taken away can actually be less distracting at the end. I'm going through and editing this man's photo. I like the model. Great model. She has great skin.
It is a critique. It's a great photo. It's not like it's a bad photo. I would like to see more of the situation, like more of the scenery, because personally,
that's the one thing about me is I would like to see more of what's going on, or punching close and just make it, not, punching with the camera, of course, but
But then it takes away from the actual. If you spot a location, if you spend all that time to spot a location, why not add that to your actual photo, your composition? Like, why would you take that away and take this tight of a shot?
Well, see,
you can go on a beach and do the same
well,
thing.
you take a few photos, of course. You take them close, medium, and wide. But if you're gonna shoot and you want to really emphasize this, you gotta give it to us like all the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, well, minus the foot because that's distracting. But overall, I like the photo. I just wish I saw more of the scenery. That could be cool. But I'm sure he shot tight, wide, etc. Let me reset this thing. Overall, that is see when I took off that glare on our arm, see what it does? It's distracting now that you see it.
Yeah.
And then I added a little bit of tone curve, and that's basically it. But yeah.
In fact, it's almost like you can tell that it was used by artificial lighting. Because now if you look at her right arm, you can see at the bottom where it is reflected through the glass window, or the glass, or the reflection there.
I'm not
but it is fine. It's fine there. I'm not gonna be mad at it, but it is it's kind of distracting because it kind of cuts off the arm from the bottom of the elbow. The top of the arm
are you talking about?
So
right here.
You see that line right there that you got the cursor on?
And then
the other arm, the same thing on the other arm.
I mean, you have to realize it's a mirror.
It is a mirror.
So the lighting coming from it is going to be, if anything, bright, right? And that could be the sunlight, honestly.
It could be.
Because look how if you look at the entire frame, that light that's coming is pretty even all around her, even up to her. So I'm thinking that's the sun reflected right into her face. And yeah, it's amplified. And you're right, it does do that. But
I'm not mad at it.
In context, I think it makes sense.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just looking at it. I'm saying, like, maybe for me, I would probably add a little bit of light to just kind of like
I mean, she looks, it helps that she's attractive. I would do just have her face more centered in the center of this. And I don't want to see her dang foot back here. That's the real critique right here. See that foot coming out of nowhere, right? I would not have that foot there, and I would have her face more in the center of this framing.
Got you.
Does that make sense to fill it up? But otherwise, cool. And then I would like to see a wider shot. I want to see where it's at. Okay. But there's a place like this over in up by past San Rafael. Oh shoot, I can't remember the name. And there's a place like this down by Salinas.
Salinas?
If you drive down by Monterey Bay, they got.
I would think about Monterey. That would definitely be like a spot. That's nice.
It's pretty dope. All right, solid. Let's check out, see if we got any. Oh, Greg says nice image. I think he was talking about the last image we were looking at. And then we also have they pay for photographer but expecting Hogwarts graduate. 100%. I know. That is hilarious. Whoops. Sent. Awesome. Thank you very much. Let me double check. Awesome. Got it. Oh, and I got drunk wedding photographer. Okay. Let me get okay. Let's see if I can get to his. I gotta review these last two. And then awesome. Cool. We're getting last minute submissions. This is great. If I don't have time, I'll review yours, Drunk Wedding Photographer, at the next one for sure. I have to get off at 7 for sure, just because I have prior engagements. But I for sure will review it. I'll do this more regularly. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. All right. Fajar, who said he couldn't make it, but I'm not sure if he's still here. I think he left already. So he does cosplay.
Nice.
You see that one?
Yeah, I like cosplay.
It's pretty cool, right?
Look. Like I am a comic book, junkie. I love comic books. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. I like other comics too as well. So I like cosplay in general. I'm thinking about getting into cosplay. But
well, right here,
shout out to people that do cosplay photography.
Well, right here, I want to say, if that the fingers got cut. So that's number 1. Okay. Fingers got cut right there. And we're almost with the toe right here. So watch out with the framing. That's the only thing. I like the lighting a lot. I love this lighting from the rear, and I love how it hits her in the face as well.
Mm-hmm.
Great use of highlights and shadows. The way the light falls off, it makes her outfit more darker. It's really cool. I really like that. The styling is great, but the hand has to, we need to fix that.
Would you be able to see that hand otherwise? Because it looks like it's behind a sheet. I'm not mad. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but if it's not adding anything to the photo, if those fingers aren't like gonna be in the photo anyway, I wouldn't be completely mad that it's not gone. But that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is called photo critique, so I'm critiquing. So this one here with the toe, I see it right there. So those are the 2 things I for sure go a little bit wider. You would still convey the same message, and you're shooting with a 24-70, so you have enough to do that with. Like a lot of times with creative stuff like this, I rather shoot wider and I'll just recrop later. Like I wouldn't go overboard with the wide, but just I'll go a little bit wider than normal, just because to give myself that safety net to be able to crop later. And you for sure could have, if you're shooting at 55, you could have went to 35 and you could have just cropped in just a smidge. Otherwise, looks really awesome. Really, really cool. Hold on. Let me see if you can check the edits.
Check the info. It could be cropped already.
Shoot, man.
It could be cropped. It could be cropped into what they wanted right there at that point.
Well, in that case, don't crop the fingers. Don't crop the limbs. Okay, that's a simple, easy critique. Let me look at the face though. I would have took away that shadow right there. You see that right underneath the eye?
Yeah.
I would have done that, and then see this little thing right here, whatever that is. I would have dodged that or something. I would have got rid of that, and for sure the eye, that little strip right there, that shadow, that's from the flash. I would have definitely gotten rid of that. Otherwise, good job.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Great lighting here. I love the use of the gel lighting. She got a nail through her head. Damn, hard business.
We getting into Silent Hill moment right here.
I'm trying to look for something I don't like. Overall solid. I'd remove this. I'd remove this though.
That would add a little bit more light to the shadows, just a tiny bit. This is a personal critique. I would add a little bit more light to the shadows there.
Oh, you would.
But I like the actual color that they put.
You would add more light to the shadow.
Yeah, the color is fine in the shadow. The light, I would like add just maybe like a half stop in there, so I can kind of accentuate the actual form. A form of a person is important in a portrait.
Yeah, I think, you know what? Hey, if that's the way you like it. My biggest thing was the reflection. See that little thing on the floor? That's about it.
Because I could see her feet just a tiny bit. If her feet was just a little bit more lightened up a little bit more, I would like appreciate that for me personally.
Uh,
But the
I
overall
like
the
the
photo
fact
is
that
great.
I actually like how it's lit because it's really drawing attention to the face, which is saying, "Hey, what's happening over there? I'm looking at something."
Yeah,
The feet don't really add much to the overall story, and I really like it. It really draws because of the way he lit it. Since it's highlighted, it draws you right to her face like immediately. And then
yeah.
it got me thinking, what is she looking at? So, overall, awesome photo. I really like
That
this.
is a
I'm trying
really
to
good
find something to
photo.
complain about, but I'm not really.
There's very little you can complain about it for.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know.
specifically just our preferences in general, period.
I'm just no, I really am trying to find something to complain about. The hold on. Maybe it's an Asian thing, but Asian women don't like to look muscular. I'd have Asian models bring their arms a little off their bodies so their arms don't look big. Oh, we're talking about the last photo. Gotcha.
Mm,
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
yeah.
Can confirm they even prefer lighter skin tones close to white. Yep, that they do. That's a whole nother conversation. But yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Fajar.
that's a particular stylistic standpoint. People like with certain things because I don't like too bright of skin. Personally, I don't like it.
Fajar says, I mean, where neighbors can see where it's going. He's from Indonesia. Oh, okay, Fajar. That's what's up. Um, no worries if you can't get I mind do. Hey, drunk, drunk. I was gonna go drunk. You're a
The drunk
drunkard.
wedding
Um,
photography.
shout out to that name though. That name is everything. I
make
will.
sure,
I'm gonna
make
add
sure if
your
you
photos. Hold on. I'm gonna add your photos to the next photo critique. Okay, so don't worry. It will for sure make it. I'm already adding it to the folder. All right.
I
Um,
hope I hope he adds on his contract to the wedding, groom and
what?
they need to add a couple of drinks to his actual contract because if you're gonna call yourself the drunken wedding photographer, they gotta
Yeah.
add some drinks to your contract.
Hey, I guess
That,
so, huh?
hey
Uh,
man,
Fajar says, I think that was the lens doing funny. It should be 20. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. That one that I was talking about with that was at 55 millimeter.
yeah,
Or yeah. Love the colors and composition here. And yes, always watch your frame and edges, 100%. You know, when we're in the mix of things. That's why like when I shoot for magazines, I tend to shoot a little bit wider than my normal just because they're gonna crop it for paper, you know, for a magazine. And it's not like how our camera sees it. Or crops it naturally. The electronic contact. Yeah, exactly. I really dig this one. I like the colors in this.
I do.
Uh
Purple,
Darius,
blue, and
Darius
red.
says, I want to get on. Darius, you gotta come to the live stream at 5 o'clock because um by 7 I have to get off. I have a new job and I got all sorts of stuff going on that I have to get off at 7. It's not that I don't want to hang out with everybody. It's just that I have a job. I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. to be in the city by 8. All right. Or 8:30. Um, but Darius, you're more than welcome. Next Thursday, if you could get on around 5, I'll add you on the panel 100%. Okay. Now hopefully Derek joins us next week and stop slacking. Awesome for real, he says. Cool. Thanks for the live, Rob. Hey, King Kruk, you already know. You already know. How do I get on the live? Like I said, tune in, get on at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and then I'll add you on. Okay, so don't worry.
We'll have a
Uh,
Photoshop. We'll have a Photoshop or photo
photo
walkathon.
walk. It's gonna be this is when the photo walk is, Darius, June
Yeah.
2nd. But you have to sign up to my newsletter. If you do not sign up to my newsletter, you will not get an email, which is the newsletter, about where and what time the photo walk will be. So make sure you come sign up. All right. The link to signing up to my newsletter is in the description section down below. All right, Darius, check it out. Sign up, and you could come join us and come hang out with us. It's in San Francisco this time, and if this goes well, I'll take it somewhere else. Maybe we'll take a trip back to LA, Derek.
Oh yeah,
It won't be
I'm
raining
down
this
to go to
time.
LA. I'm down to go to LA, man.
There you
LA
go.
is cool.
Fajar, I already have hard time selecting those 3 shots. I tend to prefer the storytelling more nowadays. I have good images, but they don't tell much story. Well, this one's pretty awesome. I really dig
It's
this.
awesome, man. Like I ain't gonna even get at you for it. This is certain things that I would like and certain thing that Rob would like. That's all. It's a critique. That's all.
Oh, you had a photo shoot at 5 to 7. I understand. Yeah, I apologize, man. And I'm glad you're shooting, though. That's awesome. As I said, if every week, every Thursday, I'm here at 5 o'clock. Derek will be here when he can. And we're doing our thing every week. And if you could jump on earlier, like 5:30. And I like adding people to the panel. This isn't like an exclusive, no one's allowed situation. You just got to get in earlier. Okay.
Yes.
I was seated in New York. Oh yeah.
Tell your buddies,
Okay.
tell your friends.
Maybe I'll take the photo walk to New York. We could do Central Park, maybe Prospect Park. We could do that. He said that photo was nice. Yes, it's a pretty cool photo. That's Fajar's photo right there. I'll share my images to you guys next week to take a look. Yeah. Email them to me. Okay. Darius, email me here. Send those photos to me directly. Info at Jesus Christ. RobertSilverPhotography.com.
Talk.
Anyway, let's get back to these photos because I got a split. Okay. Where the heck am I? All right. This photo critique is kind of fun, huh?
It is kind of fun. Oh, that's a nice one right there.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Here's my thing though. I would have her. I see that this is kind of a slope right here, but I like to have her framed up more here.
Into the left side.
Like just right here, because this is such a great leading line thing going on, or have her in the front here. Look, remember what I said? The pole. Here's the pole.
Yeah, it's coming over her head.
Right through her head. See, Angel did the same thing with the line. We all do it subconsciously.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to avoid that.
It's still a good photo. It's just like, dang, after the fact, then it's like, damn, why did I do that?
Yeah.
But you have to see that. You have to see that.
I would have also took the lighting and had it more slightly in front of her versus camera right so much. Because here, let me show. Let me get in there. All right, so right here, I can see that the light was like somewhere, I don't know, way over here. But see how it's a little shadow there? I would have brought the camera more closer to the flash more closer to me so that it hits her face a little bit more evenly, more flat.
So she'll have a dark spot in the middle of her face.
Yeah, it's like right here, this whole area. And that means because the flash is more camera right.
Right.
So I would have just framed it up a little bit different, either here or here. Probably here would have made it's a lot busy, but see how empty that is? It's like waiting for something nice to go in there. But I for sure would not had her right here because of this pole.
It would probably be a stylistic choice to kind of bring the tree down a little bit, like kind of shoot a little bit higher so the tree can come down in that little blank space right there in the tree.
Yeah, I like a little outfit there. And just it's just a compositional thing. The lighting looks good, good exposure. All right, I don't have any. If you guys can, make sure you share your metadata so I can what lens did you use? You know what I mean? It's kind of nice to know. Overall, good. I like the colors. The editing looks nice. I can't really complain about that. I would just say the
nice
positioning of the flash is my thing.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's look at this one. All right. Now there is stuff here that I do want to say.
It's a little flat. It's a little flat.
It's flat. So we're gonna go right to our tone curve. Look, just a little bit already goes a long way, right?
Yeah.
Now, cool. So I brought down the highlights a smidge, brought more contrast. Cool. Look at that. Before, after. Now, there we go. Already a little bit better. Hold on.
I would add a little bit of tone curve to her too.
Look at that.
If I was to mask her out just a little slightly, and then add a little tone curve to her as well.
Oh, let's give it a shot then. There we go.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a separation, because as flat as the whole photo look, you want to add a little bit more dimension to your actual subject than you are to the background.
A little bit of vignette. Before, after. Sorry for Jar. We just totally jacked up your whole photo here. I want to see if your comments. Yes, I agree. I would have framed her in the middle as well. Okay, awesome.
RBJ is right. You would
Cool
add a
image,
little bit
great
warmness,
location.
a little bit of warmness to that too as well. Absolutely.
That was my first time using 35 mil. I was shocked how much I can do in wide, and I had a nifty 50 for a year. Appreciate all the inputs. There you go, brother. I appreciate that you submitted your photo, man.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of bravery. And then I would add a pinch of warmth. All right, let's go for it. Let's do it, guys. Let's go back to the subject. There we go. A little pinch, a little dab will do. There you go. Before, after. A lot more dimension and depth. Yeah, I just added some clarity to the background and yada, yada, yada. Yeah.
Thing is, like when you shoot something and you want to shoot like portraiture, you want to make sure your actual settings are to the point where everything isn't blown out at the same time. You can actually darken out the background, kind of up your aperture just a little tiny bit so you can kind of add some separation.
Damn, look at that. Look at that. That's the original.
Yeah.
Huge difference right there. There you go. I hope you appreciated that, Fajar.
If the metadata says it looks like it might be like a 5.6 to about an 8 point or 8, something like that, because everything looks like it's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that there's separation at all.
Closer. Let me get on. Yeah, it's good. Next time I'm gonna ask for larger size images. I think because I asked for nothing larger than like I think 3 or 5 megabytes, 3 megabytes. So it's not as large as it could be. This isn't the original photo, clearly. But yeah, the photo looks good now. Photo looks good. Look at that. Yeah, it's a little washed out.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good thing is you don't need, that's an easy fix.
It is an easy fix. All you had to do is just kind of just shoot a little bit lower than overexposed, then you keep some of that color information in the background or anything else, and then kind of bring it out in post.
Exactly. Yeah, cool photo, nice and simple. I get it. He was testing out his lens. Gotcha. But let's not slack on the macking. Let's make sure we're editing. So there we go. That was very, 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 very cool. That was. Hold on, let me stop this music here. That was, everybody, the very first Robert Silver Photography live photo critique. Come on, everybody. Yeah, we did it. And
Oh, yeah.
and I want to thank everybody for submitting your work, allowing us to critique, edit, just give whatever input we had. I hope you found some of it helpful. Again, I will be doing this regularly because I'm realizing how much fun it is actually to go through the photos, see what you guys are working on, and then to share your work, right?
Right.
Hold on. He says the graduation pics are fine. It's photo critique after all. Hopefully, I can do better next time. Exactly. You're gonna do great. Don't worry. You're fine, man. Your photos are awesome. Those cosplays were awesome. Add some more to the entire picture. There you go. RBJ likes the warmth. Okay. And then hey Robert, thanks. Congrats on the new gig and see you all next week. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And then RBJ, I can dig that though. Love that shot. There you go. Look at that. He's giving you a man. Come on, Fajar. There you go. That's what we're talking about right there. Okay. And Fajar, thanks for the critique, Rob and Darren. Well, it's Derek. Okay, but he'll take it. He'll take it, Darren. But thank you, Fajar, for sending me.
Make sure you follow me on Instagram.
Yes,
for sure. Like then you can see what we're talking about. Like you see
go
what I'm
check
talking
Derek
about.
out on Instagram at Derek Benton Photography. See, I got a slide for that too. Go check him out there, and he's also on YouTube now at Derek Benton Photography, talking about cameras and Fuji and anything he gets his hands on because he works at Mike's Camera. So go check him out there. Check him out at Mike's Camera. If anybody's in the Bay Area, he's over at the Pleasant Hills store. You want to tell him your hours and whatnot, like roughly when you're there?
I'm usually there about Monday through Wednesday and Friday through Saturday. So you can come by and share what you have, like share your photos. We can talk about prints and everything like that.
Awesome. So go check him out at Mike's Camera. As everybody knows, at this time I have to wrap it up.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Well, say the one more thing if it's not a long thing.
So June, I am having an art show in Vallejo. If you're coming in the Bay Area, if you are like in the Vallejo area, we are having an art show on June 23rd around Juneteenth. If you want to submit your form, like big prints or anything like that, you can. We have a form you can do for your artist, vendor, anything that you want to put up in our actual art show. We'll send you your vendor contract and everything like that. Any kind of information, just hit me up on my DMs on Instagram or Derek Benton Photography on YouTube. So let me know.
There you go. If you want to showcase your work and for people to purchase it, go to his event, set up shop. Okay. DM him, as he said, at Derek Benton Photography on Instagram. Okay. Of course, if you're still here, please make sure you press that like, that share, that subscribe, and smash that bell icon. And you already know what that means when I put this on at the end of the show. It means it's about time. Okay, it's about time because I gotta go. Now, with all that said, Fashar says, I have a lot of schedules for the rest of the year. Hopefully I can take more stories, cosplays of the game. I'm tuning. Hey, Fajar, just send them in for the next time too. Yeah, send them in for our next photo critique. It will be fun to see your work. Really good stuff. Yeah. I appreciate you sharing it for real. Real quick, where's the other ones? Awesome. He said he followed you both. There you go. There you go, Derek. RBJ, it's so cool watching Derek grow on your channel. He is more vocal now, and I love it. There you go. Shout out to him. There we go.
More to come.
What made your thing do that? What'd you just do?
What? You don't know?
No, it like your screen like did something funky.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Hold on. Oh, okay, whatever. All right.
Can I do
put
it
your
again?
damn fingers down, okay? All right. So with all that said, let's get we got this pinwheel. Oh God. I'm gonna beat up Apple Mac computer when I see it. I'll tell you, this stupid little pinwheels acting up. You see my stuttering? You don't see that? Anyway,
barely.
Hey, Greg. Greg, thank you very much for tuning in, man. All right, thank you very much, everybody. And don't forget to go sign up to my newsletter. Link is in the description section, and then you will be invited to my free photo walk happening on Sunday, June 2nd in San Francisco. Don't forget to check out my latest YouTube videos. There's a photo editing one, and a live stream that I recently shared about the key things that made all the difference in my photography career. Okay, so with all that said, everybody, I really appreciate you all for tuning in for another episode of Let's Talk Photography. I'm your host, Robert Silva. Until next time, keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching.